Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 123 on the Appalachian Trail. We are here over by Canopus Lake, I believe is how you say it. It's a nice little beach area. Back up that way, they have kind of like a little store area and deli. It's not open yet, it's too early, but I was just talking to one of the guys who runs it and works there. He thru hiked back in the 90s. Nice gentleman. They put out water, cold ice water jugs for us to fill up with, so we got some water filled up. Weather, as you can see, definitely you can hear the thunder behind me. It's been raining on and off. Apparently it's going to be that way all day, but it is not nearly as hot as it's been, so that's nice. It's cooling things off a little bit. Not sure exactly what we're going to get today. We are pushing on through New York. I know the next town coming up is, we have Pauling, New York. That's where some hikers will get off to go into the city, New York City. Obviously, we're not doing that. And then there is Wingdale, I think is the other town right by there. And after that, the next town is Connecticut, Kent, Connecticut. So still a little bit of a ways away. Thinking we might be able to hit Connecticut by, I don't know, maybe Sunday, maybe Saturday. Well, it just depends on the weather. It was originally going to rain all day and then rain pretty heavy tomorrow. Now, I was talking to my parents last night, and now, it's just hard to predict. It's not showing rain as much for tomorrow, so that'll be good. But the weather is still going to be kind of nice. So I didn't realize I could have taken this little trail right here. So yeah, there is a shelter up ahead. I'm just gonna check it out. My foot is still kind of bothering me from the other day. It's just a hot spot. I put some tape, KT tape on it. So hoping it doesn't turn into a blister, but I have a feeling it might. It's not as bad as it was yesterday. Yesterday was rough. So just gotta keep an eye on that. There is another shelter coming up. There's a couple shelters coming up. One is the RPH shelter. It's an old cabin that's been converted to a shelter. Has a covered porch area. So definitely gonna make it over by that. And if the weather gets worse, I know I at least can escape into there for a while. If I had to stay there, so be it. You can get pizza delivered there. That was pretty cool, I thought. After that, there is a deli and ice cream place right off the trail that they let you camp behind. So there's an option too. And then the shelter after that, I just ran into a couple hikers. That's about 15 miles away. They're pushing for that one. Or 15 more miles away. Only bad thing about that one is there's no water. I was reading on the reviews. The water's dried up there. So water's still gonna be a concern. At the RPH shelter, it's not. There's apparently a pretty good sized river that runs right by there. Everybody says the water's really good, so there is that. Yeah, other than that, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep pushing, see where we can get. Got a couple decent climbs between here and Pauling, but other than that, there were some flat walks, lower elevation, which look pretty nice. So that's a plus and a bonus for us. New York's been tougher than I thought with some of the climbs. Some of the boulders boulder scrambling, a lot of stone steps. It's definitely more than I thought it was gonna be, that's for sure. So kudos to you, New York. You definitely been making us work for it. But anyway, guys, we're just gonna keep plugging away and see where we can go. I think that one shelter's coming up right over here. I feel the rain starting to hit me again. So I need to stop and at least put my pack cover on. So that way, I mean, I have an internal trash compactor bag. I keep everything dry, but you know, might as well put the pack cover on while I have it. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at today, guys. Just gonna keep pushing forward, trying to get New York out of the way. I don't know how many more miles we have in New York. I want to say could only be like 40 miles, you know, maybe even only 30. I don't know. 30 actually might be more around where it's at. New York wasn't a very big state. Like I said, it's Connecticut's even smaller. Connecticut's only like 42 miles, something like that. So the whole guy back here did tell me, he was like, that first town in Connecticut, it's not very hiker friendly, just so you know. I said, well, I appreciate the heads up. Certain areas around here have been, some haven't. It's just like the people, you know. I've met some great people here in Jersey and New York, and then I've met some that were not so great. So just kind of the way it is, guys. Not everybody's friendly. Not everybody is happy in life, obviously. So anyway, I guess I'm stop up here at this shelter, and it's actually right there. You can see the metal on the roof. Just swing in there, put our pack cover on, and you know, look at the map and figure out where we want to go from there. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you in a bit. So this is a trail today. As you see, it's been raining. It's pretty wet, and now the sun peeks out every once in a while. But I'm not upset, because it is definitely cooling things off up here. Tonight's supposed to be in the high 50s for the next couple nights. So right now, left the lake a little bit ago. I waited out in the shelter. The storm came through. Rained pretty good. It's made it a little trickier on these rocks because they're all wet. So yeah, we're still getting it on. There is another shelter coming up, like I think I mentioned before. It's like a cabin. It's an old cabin, concrete walls. There's a river right by it that you can get water. You actually get pizza and DoorDash delivered to the shelter. It's right off a road. Has like bunk beds in it. I think you just use your own air mattress. But it has a nice covered porch, so you can sit there and eat. We got some supposedly nasty storms coming through around 2 o'clock. It's about 11:30 now. So I'm trying to push to get there before that. That way I'm also set up in the little shelter bunkhouse. That way I don't have to worry about a wet tent if I don't need to, although I do love my tent. We'll see. We'll see if it stops raining. You know, when it doesn't look like it's gonna rain anymore, I could always set up my tent. But for right now, this is what we're doing. This is the plan. And see, you know, if that rain comes. I should get to that shelter probably about maybe close to 12:30 maybe. and then have lunch, and then kind of see what happens. I'll check the weather again as long as I have cell phone service, which hopefully I do. Service has been pretty decent up here. I only had the one state park, of course, when I was hiking at night, that I had almost no cell service. Oh, shit. So, we'll see. Damn, these mosquitoes are terrible out here. Hopefully the cold weather or the cooler weather will push them away so they won't be bad at the shelter. Otherwise, I'm definitely camping in my tent. But yeah, so this is what we're doing today, guys. Just trying to get to that shelter before the rain really hits. And, you know, that way we're not soaking wet and then it gets cooler out, because that would not be good. Mainly because I don't have any winter gear. Pretty much sent all that home a while ago, or quite a while ago, with my cousin. And then my parents have my quilt, so all I have is a little thin sheet. So might sleep in my hoodie tonight if it gets cool enough. I at least kept that, but we'll be all right. But I'm gonna have to keep an eye going forward. Definitely by Vermont, I'm gonna have to start getting my cold weather stuff back, I think. So that way I have it for the whites, New Hampshire and Maine. I'm definitely gonna need it. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna finish on this climb. Not gonna be many views today. Honestly, there's not a lot of views coming up. When I was looking at the map of New York, it showed a lot of icons for views. But I noticed with New Jersey and New York, there was a big trend. All the pictures of the views they show you, you can see, all those pictures were taken during wintertime when all the trees are dead. So what happens is you climb up and you look and you're like, oh, it's all covered by trees, so you can't see anything. So kudos to you guys for getting a drop on all of us, fooling us, thinking we get some good views, but not a whole lot going forward. So anyway, we're just gonna keep on hiking up this hill, and then we got a nice little downhill to that shelter, and we will reevaluate things from there. Catch you in a bit. So this is something I haven't seen in a while. This fog and mist rolling in. It's been a while since we've had that. Yeah, look at all that high grassy areas. Yeah, check myself for ticks. That's where they really like to get you, is on those type of walks. Yeah, the temperature feels like it's dropped like almost 10 degrees since this mist started rolling in. However, it also means rain's probably rolling in very soon. Good news is we're not too far, maybe 2 miles, I think, from that next shelter if the rain does start. So we can at least, might get a little wet. Already got some, you know, already wet a little bit. My feet are pretty soaked. Some from the rain. I mean, I did get that last shelter by the lake, so I didn't get super soaked, but with the grass being this high and it's all wet, my feet are definitely wet now. So I did put some KT tape on the blister hotspot that I have. It's not a blister yet, but it feels better today since I was able to rest it some yesterday, not push too hard. So that's good. But all right, guys, just got to get to the top of this climb, and then it should be mostly downhill. So I'll see you in a bit. Well, welcome to the summit of Shenandoah Mountain. As you can see, it is a very overcast day. In fact, you can't even see anymore over that way. All the cloud and fog. But yeah, we've gotten rained on a little bit. feet are soaked. But, you know, no pain, no rain, no main, like we've said before. So, anyway, guys, thought I'd show you a little view. So, and then look at this. This is pretty cool. I mean, I think it is. Some people might think it's vandalism, but USA in memory of September 11th. Thank you to whoever did that. It's, you know, I think too many Americans have forgot all about what happened. Whether you believe it happened or not, or whether you believe it was a conspiracy or not, you cannot decline the simple fact that that was probably the last time that us as Americans were truly united. So, soap opera, I'm stepping off my soapbox, that's my Fred talk. Anyway, we're gonna get down off this mountain into that shelter before this rain comes, because I promise you it is coming. So there's a nasty wall of red and yellow and orange and all different colors of the spectrum headed straight for me. So trying to get down before then. All right, guys, we'll see you in a bit.